Shalom Aleichem, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. We still had a beautiful, beautiful week here in Yeshiva. And it's Parsha Shmos. We begin a new sefer, and I wanted to just share a very, very quick idea. But we're introduced to Moshe Rabbeinu, and we know Moshe Rabbeinu becomes the most central, dominant person in the rest of Chumash, and perhaps the biggest and most greatest of all manhigim that we have. That's what the Rambam tells us in the Ikarei HaEmunah. And therefore, it's quite striking. You know, today we read all these Gadol books. And the Gadol books seem to say that a person, these Gedolim, were destined to something very, very special at very young ages. You know, by the age of 10, 11, 12, they're ready to finish Shas multiple times, and very hard to relate. And that's not Moshe Rabbeinu's origins. Moshe Rabbeinu's origins are much more modest. In fact, we are told that there's a certain anonymity. His mother, we're not told her name explicitly. His father, we're not told his name explicitly. And our introduction to Moshe Rabbeinu is very, very striking. We're told that he's raised in the house of Paro. And the first thing that we're told, he's raised in that house of Paro, and then Vayihi, this is the beginning, this is Shlishi, the beginning of Shlishi, Vayihi, Vayamim Ahem, Vayigdal Moshe. And Moshe is growing up. He's becoming a gadol. He's emerging. And what is the first thing we're told? Vayetze el Echav, he notices his brothers, Vayar b'sivol son, and he sees their pain. He sees their suffering. Vayar ish mitzri makeh ish ivri me achiv. And he sees that struggle, he sees that pain, he sees that suffering, and automatically he acts. In other words, what brings Moshe to his Gedula, Vayigdal Moshe, is not being the Nosin HaTorah, not being this powerful Moshe Rabbeinu, the teacher of Torah. What brings him about, what enables him to emerge is, he sees his brothers, Vayetzel Achav, Vayar b'sivlo son, he sees their suffering. So number one, the role of chesed, and the role of chesed in the Torah in general, and the role of caring, that's certainly prominent in these parshas when we're introduced to Moshe Rabbeinu. But the next pasuk also is very striking. We're told, Vayifen kol v'kol, he looks to the right, to the left, Vayar ki ein ish, and he sees that there is no one there, Vayach es ha-mitzri, he kills the mitzri, Vayitzmenehu b'chol. And there's a very, very beautiful Rashi over here. Rashi tells us that Vayar ki ein ish, he sees there is no ish. And Rashi comments, what does this mean? She'ein ish atid latseis mimenu shitkayer. Before going ahead and killing the Mitzri, he does, if you will, some kind of deep dive, futuristic analysis. And he sees what would be the projected offspring, issue of this Mitzri. And he says nothing really great is going to come of this Mitzri. There's not going to be any future member of Klal Yisrael coming from this Mitzri, and that gives him the license to go ahead and kill the Mitzri. Now, I don't know how that works exactly, but all I know is that Moshe Rabbeinu is Ezehu Chacham Haroa Es Hanolad. He's looking beyond. He understands that every single thing that we do has ripple effects, has an impact on the future. It's not enough just to focus on what's happening right now. But I have to understand what I do today has consequences, step by step by step. In Shabbos' Daf Yomi, Nidarim Daf Pei Aleph, we're going to learn that the Gemara says, Alma Ovda Haaretz, why was the Beis HaMikdash destroyed? Why was there a gullus? And the Gemara tells us, Al Shelo Berchu B'Torah Tchila. When the Talmidei Chacham of that time were learning, they didn't make Berchus HaTorah. And all the Mefarshim bother, very famous Gemara, they're bothered. What do you mean? What about Yuma Daf Tes? Where the Gemara tells us that, no, the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed for three major cardinal sins. The Bayis Sheni was destroyed because of, Bayis Rishon was destroyed because of Gilui Arayos, Shfichus Damim, and Ritzicha Bayis Sheni because of Sin Askinim, not because of Berchus HaTorah. So I would suggest perhaps the answer is things have ripple effects. It starts with not taking Birchas HaTorah seriously. If I look at Torah as just some kind of academic exercise, not Dvar Hashem, not Kadosh, not Tahar, I just look at it as an intellectual study. Yes, ripple effects. One thing leads to another, to another, to another, and that will lead to Rahman al-Itzlan, Gilei Arayos, Shfichus Dam Avodah Zarah, or perhaps Sinas Chinam. Everything that we do, small things, have ripple effects. So these are some of the lessons of Moshe that we learned about Moshe in his earlier years, and we should be zocha to learn the lessons of real people in our lives, the real Moshe Rabbeinus in our lives, learn from them so that we can strive to be the best people that we could be. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.